Yeah, 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 yeah. Take all I'm living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. This is our theme song tonight, girls. Hey, everybody. Hey, Connie. Hi, Lisa. Right? Remember, this was the jam, y'all. Hey, Tashura. This is our theme song tonight, girls. My life like it's golden. Hey, Rose. Sandy. Howdy from London. It comes naturally. Oh, freedom. Be so proud of me. Be so proud of me. Live my life like it's golden, golden. It's golden, 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 golden. It's golden, golden, golden. Like it's golden, golden. Hey girls, welcome. It's Gigi Girl Talk, Tuesday night. Hey everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Pink and gold. What? Living my life. Look, I can start praising God on that song, y'all. It's golden. All right, girls. It's Tuesday night. Tuesday night. Welcome to Gigi Girl Talk. Woo, woo. Okay, honey, Janice, be safe. We love you. So welcome. It's Tuesday night. It's Gigi Girl Talk. Tonight's topic is 5 ways to level up in life. It's midnight, but I couldn't miss Girl Talk. All right. George is over in London, England, girls. Hey, across the sea, across the pond. Hi, George, over in London. We love you. All right. So tonight we're talking about 5 ways to level up, girls. 5 ways to level up. And believe it or not, when God gave me this topic, I started putting together the notes, and it was like, dang, only 5? I can only give 5 things? Man, okay, God, wait, whoa. Only 5? Right? This is my favorite. I love this one. It looks so good with the black and the gold. I love it. It's my favorite too. Thank you. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Renee. Hello, Angela. Welcome, everyone, to the Godly Girls Girl Talk. That used to be our power call. Now it's Girl Talk because we talk about everything and anything. You never know what we're going to be talking about. No question is off limits tonight. Anything that you want to ask or share, please do it in the comments because you are more than welcome to ask questions or leave comments and give input that can be helpful to the other GGs as well. This is what we are all about, is empowering each other, supporting each other, and leveling up together. So that's what we're here for. So tonight, we are talking about 5 ways to level up. 5 ways to level up. I love this topic. You girls know I love this topic. It's all about here's my manual, right? Dare to Dream, the manifesting manual, right? The free ebook that I gave away to everybody. Thousands of people got this. Absolutely free. This is, the motivation behind writing this ebook, writing this manual, this manifesting manual, because it's all about leveling up, right? All about leveling up. And that's what I'm about. That's my whole passion. That's my life. It, for women, is about helping women to heal, helping women to level up. Hi, Donette. Hello, hello, hello. So that's my mission in life, is all about helping you to understand who you really are, helping you to uncover your gifts, your destiny, receive love into your life, and understand that abundant life is God's will for you and you and you and you and you, all of you. God's will for your life is abundant life. So tonight, I want to talk about 5 things that you can begin to do right away to level up now. Now. Everybody say now. Everybody in the comments say now. I need to level up now, Rebecca, right? I don't need to know what's going to work by next year. I don't need to know, okay, the process of doing all this. I need some things that I have to change and have to be about right now. I need 10 people to comment now. Now, I need to level up now. I need some changes in my life now. I want some prosperity now. I want abundant life now. I want some things to happen in my life that begin to level me up right away. In other words, what we're really saying is that I really want to manifest in a powerful way quickly. How can you begin to manifest abundant life now, very quickly? In other words, how can you bring about change now? What can you do? And how do you do it to make your life turn around in such a way that people look at you and say, oh my God, what happened? How did this happen? How did you fall in love? You're engaged? When did you get engaged? Oh my God, you were on that stage speaking at MegaFest. How did that happen? When did you write a book? Whoa, you lost 25 pounds. When did that happen? Oh my God, you're just glowing. What is it? What's going on in your life that you just look so different? What is it? You're so positive. You're so excited. You're enjoying life. You're happy and fulfilled. What's going on with you, right? This is the kind of stuff that we want to happen in our lives. We want some things to change. We want some next level breakthrough, but it's so crucial that first we create a sense of urgency. Urgency. Somebody who said, now I need you to write urgency. You've got to create a sense of urgency in your life that some things have got to happen, and it's up to you to manifest these things. That, in other words, prayer is wonderful and it's intentional. Meditation is wonderful and it's intentional. But without doing some things with a sense of urgency, there is not going to be a lot of change in your life. Okay, urgency. I need urgency. I'm an urgent person. I'm always in a hurry. Sometimes I'm trying to slow down, but other times, girls, I'm just go, go, go. I'm like a maniac. I own it. I don't even try to deny it. I own it, because you know what? It gets things done. You know what? It changes my life. You know what? It helps me level up. It helps me to hold all of you accountable. It helps me to literally look at everyone on my team and say, what you doing? What's going on? Come on, let's go. It's time to go. We got to do something. We got to do it. What are we going to do? So let's be strategic about what we're going to do, and then we're going to execute it with a level of excellence and urgency that, in other words, our blessing is on the other side of what we do. Our blessing, I'm going to say it again, our blessing is on the other side of what we do. Not what you think, not just what you say, but what you do. Right? The blessing you're looking for, I'm going to start to say it one more time because it's for somebody who's on here right now. The blessing is on the other side of something that you need to do. And I need a sense of urgency in some of you tonight. I need to create a sense of urgency that you have got to get busy. You've got to get out of your comfort zone. You've got to step out by faith and take action. That's right, Tanya, action. You've got to go ahead and lay aside some burdens, lay aside some things that so easily beset you. You have some tendencies that you're going to have to let go of. You have some ways that you're going to have to change. You have some habits that you're going to have to let go of to invite the next level into your life. There's some things that have to happen. So this is my list of some things that have got to happen right now if you want to level up now. Now. We already said now. And we're creating a sense of urgency because these are the things that keep you stuck. Okay? The things I'm about to go through tonight are keeping you stuck. Keeping you stuck not in love, not being loved by someone, not married when you truly desire to be. Keeping you stuck in a dead-end job or living paycheck to paycheck to where you're not enjoying life. You're not able to travel. You're scared to even put the deposit down on the retreats and go do things because you're living paycheck to paycheck and you don't know how to get out of this cycle you've been in for many, many, many seasons of life. And so you're stuck. And then the cycle just continues because cycle just continues, right? So people who are uncomfortable are leveling up. That's right, Tanya. People who are uncomfortable. Deidre, if you're uncomfortable, honey, you're leveling up. You're shifting. You're leveling up. So therefore, leveling up is going to make you uncomfortable. It's not going to be business as usual. It's not going to be your same MO, the same way you've lived the last 40 years of your life. It's not going to be anything that you've ever experienced before. It's going to require you to do some things that are very different. Are you up for the challenge? Okay? Are you up for the challenge tonight? I'm asking. I really want to know. Are you up for the challenge? Are you up for the challenge? I'm up for the challenge every day. I'm up for it. Are you up for it? Are you up for the challenge? I'm just asking. I just want to know. I really want to ask you that because you're on the call tonight. We've got like 50 women on here right now and hundreds of views already. Are you really up for the challenge? I'm asking because, it's easy to say yes, but you've got to really ask yourself, are you really complacent? Are you okay with where you're at? Some of you really are. You may complain about it, but unless you're willing to do something about it, you're really truly okay with being there. Because unless you're willing to change something about yourself and step out of your comfort zone and confront your fears and doubts and issues in order to level up, you want to stay there. And I'm that person. I'm that person that tells you about yourself, that says, honey, you don't really want to level up. Come back and talk to me when you're really, really sick and tired of being where you're at. When you're sick and tired of seeing other people prosper and other people fall in love and other people have babies and other people make more money and other people be satisfied and happy and fulfilled and other people taking trips and other people doing all the things that their abundant life and their dream life consists of, but it's not happening for you. I need you to get sick and tired. Truly sick and tired. I don't have a lot of patience with people who are not really ready for change. I love people that are just ready. I love it when they come to me and they're just like, and they're in tears and they're crying because they're so desperate for a change. It's like their next breath is dependent on a change. It's like they're so sick and tired of being where they're at that they will do whatever is necessary for the next level, for this breakthrough, for this change in their life. If you're complacent, if you're not hungry, that's right, Sandy, if you're not hungry for change, nothing's going to change. Because you're not uncomfortable enough. You're not unhappy enough. You're not rejected enough. You're not unhappy. You're not dealing with things that are literally killing you every day on the inside. You've got to get ready. That's right, Tanya. Get ready, get ready, get ready. All levels. On all levels. Okay? Number one, if you want to level up. Now, I'm going to give a caveat here. I'm going to assume everyone on this call with us today, on this live video, let's just say every woman on here is between the ages of 25 and 65. Okay? 25, 65. I'm just giving a broad range of ages of all the women on here tonight. Let's say 25 to 65. All right. 25 to 65. What I'm going to need you to understand is that there's a portion of your life, a small portion of your life, that determines a whole lot about what direction you go in your life. And it's something that we've got to address really quickly before I go into the ways to level up. First of all, the only part of your life that you were never in control of is your childhood. That is the only part of your life that you were never in control. You were not in control of choices. You were not in control of food. You were not in control of how you were treated. You were not in control of abuse. You were not in control of whether someone loved you or loved you unconditionally. You were not in control of what parents you were born into, what family you were born into, what circumstances you were born into, wealthy, poor, educated, uneducated. You had no say-so whatsoever in the family that you were born into your upbringing, and into your childhood. You had no say-so. So by the time, let's say you're 18 years old, there's a lot of things that have gone on up to the age of 18 that you had zero control of. Now, from that point forward, from the moment you became an adult and you began making your own choices and you began choosing your path in life and making choices about what you would do and what you would not do, is when you became a person of free will. And at that point is where, as we've now, let's say, come into our 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s, we can no longer afford to say, well, this happened to me in my childhood. We can no longer live our lives according to things that happened to us that were not part of our choice, not part of our will, because we now have a choice to make some different decisions. We have a choice to heal. We have a choice to do some things differently. And I felt so strongly that I needed to say that tonight, because there's many of you who have gone through things in your childhood that you were not in control of, but yet those things are controlling you now. Those things, fast forward into your 40s, something that happened to you when you were 12 years old and 10 years old and 18 years old is still affecting you in your 30s and 40s and in your 50s. And we have got to draw a line in the sand. This is what I tell all of my private clients. We've got to draw a line in the sand that says everything that happened before today, I'm going to draw a line in the sand, and I'm going to make a conscious decision that I'm now going to create a life that I desire, the life of my dreams, the life of my choices. Across this line, everything behind me is staying there. That is for somebody tonight. I really want someone to hear me, because this is for you. The things that happened to you previously, you're going to have to move forward. You're going to have to let go, honey. You're going to have to draw the line in the sand and say, from this day forward, everything is now my choices. My choices. I am going to intentionally create the life that I desire. It does not matter about the past. It doesn't matter what's happened. I know it hurt. I know you've been through some things. I know that they did you wrong. I know that you were molested. I know that there was abuse. I know he wasn't faithful. I know that your mother didn't treat you right. I know your father wasn't there for you. I know all of these things, but listen, nobody has a fairy tale life, honey. Nobody has a perfect scenario. We've all been through some things, every single one of us. But now, right? I started off by saying now, right now, your tomorrow is not promised to you. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. But right now in this moment, you're alive. Right now in this moment, you can make a choice. Right now in this moment, you can say, you know what, God, your will for my life is abundant life. I ask you to begin to show me what to do. I ask you to guide me. I ask you to help me to let go of this faulty, crazy thinking. I need to retrain my brain for abundant life. I need to retrain this mouth for abundant life. I've got to retrain these habits for abundant life. I've got to retrain my will for abundant life. I've got to retrain my dreams for abundant life. I need a makeover. I need a body, physical life makeover. I need you to come in, and I need a new life, because this life before was just practice, honey. It was just practice. That's all it was. Look at it this way. If you're halfway through your life, look at the previous part of your life and say, it's done. I now am going to choose to have a whole new life on the other side of this line that we're drawing in the sand. We're going to choose to have the second half of our life is going to be the best of our lives. The second half of our life is going to be so intentional that people will look at you and say, wait, weren't you that girl? Wait, who are you? What happened? You don't even look the same. You don't even act the same. Who are you? How did you level up like this? Where did you come from? Where you just got back from Costa Rica? Since when do you go travel internationally? Since when are you married? Since when are you on TV? Since when are you on the stage? Since when are you writing a book? Since when? What? Right? What? Whoa, you mean to tell me, Rebecca, that I can choose to have a new life? I can simply choose to be who I want to be? I can choose to say I'm going to make different choices and I'm going to create a life that I love? I can choose to say that it doesn't matter what happened to me. In this last 40 years, I can create a whole new life in this next 40 years? What? That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And I'm saying you've got to draw a line in the sand. Y'all got me preaching tonight, right? I'm sweating. Y'all got me preaching. But yes, you can choose. It's choices. That I make this really simple for every single client, for every single divine dreamer over in the divine circle that I work with one-on-one and in the group. I make this so simple. These are choices. Choices. That you have a choice every morning when you wake up what you are going to do with your day. Every day you wake up, you have a choice. So, choice number one. This is number one of how to level up now. You have got to stop letting your emotions and your thoughts control you. This is number one. Number one. Number one. You have got to stop letting your emotions and your thoughts control you. You have got to take control of your emotions and your thoughts. Many of us as women, we're too emotional. And your emotions will carry you this way and that way. And you get a thought and caught up in something and you're feeling ashamed and you're feeling regret and you're feeling resentment. And that thought just carries you from one emotion to the next. Next thing you know, you've wasted a week, you've wasted a month being depressed or being sad or just thinking the wrong thoughts, feeling this way, feeling that way. Your feelings are like the wind. It's up one day and down the next. If you leave it up to life, you're going to be all over the place when it comes to your thoughts and feelings. You've got to take control of your thoughts and feelings. Somebody write number one, take control of your thoughts and feelings. If you want to level up right now, if you want to begin to see some things manifest in your life, you are going to have to take control of your thoughts and feelings. Right, Sandy says it gets 5 minutes, then let it go. There you go. I don't even give it 5 minutes anymore. I shift. Take control of your thoughts and feelings. Why? Why is this so important? Because your thoughts and your feelings create your words, create your mindset of life. And guess what? The God creator inside of you is at all times at work. And so you are creating with your thoughts and your words at all times and your feelings. So you've got to decide whether you want to create negative or positive. It's not going to be both. It's not going to be both. You've got to grow up. Mature people have to grow up. Mature people have to learn how to control themselves. The Bible calls it temperance. That's what the Bible calls it. There's scriptures that mention temperance all the time. Temperance. Temperance means being in control of yourself. It means self-control. It means self-discipline. This is maturity. We're talking, these are spiritual, mature principles I'm giving you tonight. This is not for the babies who just want to run around the church, right? This is not for people who just want to say a little prayer and think that God, the magic genie, and Jesus is just going to fix it for you. No, God is calling you higher. He's requiring maturity from you. He's requiring discipline from you, which means you cannot go off on this whim, and your temper can't be going off on this person, losing your mind the next, popping a pill the next day, taking a drink the next day. Oh, I just need a glass of wine tonight. Oh, I just, if just one more thing happens, they gonna get a piece of my mind. No, sweetheart, that's not maturity. That is not spiritual maturity. Spiritual maturity is not letting a thought come in your mind and then going with it and becoming sad over the course of the entire day from one thought that you had in the morning. Maturity says you've got to change your thinking. Maturity says that song that comes on the radio and reminds you of your ex, right? That all of a sudden you're tripping down memory lane, and the next thing you know, you're sad of how he left you, or you're sad of how he treated you, or you're sad it didn't work out. And the next thing you know, you're getting all emotional and sad and worked up, and you don't stop it. The minute that the song came on, you knew that was that song. You knew that was a trigger. Shift, turn the channel. The moment the negative thought, the moment the sad thought enters your mind, I have a thing I do. I shake my head. Shake it off. Replace it with what you truly desire. You feel yourself starting to get discouraged. You feel yourself starting to get down. Shift your thinking. Shift your thinking. You have got to start to take control of your mind. Begin to take control of your thoughts. It's not meant for you. The scripture says everything that's good, everything that's perfect, everything of good report, this is what you should be thinking about. The scripture says that. That's how you're supposed to think. Only the positive, super optimistic. You should only be thinking of the positive outcomes, the ideal situations. You should literally always be saying, God, I know it's coming. This is good. It's going to be great. I can't wait. My life is so awesome. I'm so beautiful. I just can't wait. Right? Your talk and your thoughts should be positive all the time. Like Sandy said, will you have a moment? Yes, but this is a discipline. So you should be striving to take control of your emotions and your thoughts, because it's a discipline. It's a habit. In the beginning, it's not easy. You have to practice this. People say to me, Rebecca, how in the world do you level up? How in the world do you do the things you do? How in the world do you launch these businesses? How in the world you make that money? How in the world you do all this? Where do these ideas come from? Positive thinking. Believing in myself, not allowing myself to even think of failure. Failure is not an option. Natasha said, oh, this is for me. I was just in my feelings this week about my past. Exactly. And here's the thing. Have we all done things we're ashamed of? Have we all made choices separate from our childhood when we did have a choice to make? When we had options and we didn't necessarily make the right decision? Have we all gone through things? Have we all made bad choices? Have we all done things we're ashamed of or that we regret? Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. But you have to forgive yourself. And understand that if you don't change your thinking, then you're going to keep repeating the same patterns over and over again. You want to know, how the Bible talks about generational curses? People are always praying against generational curses. You know what generational curses are? It's a way of thinking that propagates generation after generation through an entire family. It's eating bad and everybody in the family's overweight. It's a lack and a poverty mentality that goes from generation to generation because the mindset of lack is passed down to the children, and the children grow up and have children and they pass it to their children. Right? That's what a generational curse is. It's just passed down. It's habits and ways of thinking that continue to create the same result generation after generation through an entire family. That's what it is. So to break those patterns in your family, or to break those cycles in the people you're around, you have got to think different. You've got to speak different, right? So this brings me into how you talk to yourself. So that's thoughts, right? It's thoughts, it's words, it's what you're thinking and what you're feeling, taking control over your thoughts and feelings, shaking it off when those things come. And we'll talk more about it. But 2 is your self-talk. How you talk to yourself. I've made an observation over the years of a lot of my clients. People with low self-esteem or low self-worth, or people who really struggle embracing abundant life, often do not feel worthy of abundant life. Why don't they feel worthy of abundant life? Because there's some words that have been spoken over you from the time you were young, or you have an ex-boyfriend or an ex-husband that spoke words to you that penetrated your heart and hurt you. And at the end of the day, what we do is we internalize those words that people have spoken to you and spoken into your life. And now these words and these phrases become part of your self-talk. It becomes part of the self-doubt and the fears that you feed yourself. I hear it consistently, client after client, year after year. This is how dangerous abuse is, right? Verbal abuse. Verbal and emotional abuse is so dangerous because, unlike physical abuse, long after the scars have healed, emotional and verbal abuse is so damaging because you carry that around year after year on the inside of you, and you don't even realize that it's now become how you talk to yourself. You can't do that. You'll never amount to anything. You'll never be successful. No one's ever going to love you. I hear it over and over and over, girls. All of my clients, not all of them, but many of my clients who have been through situations and who really struggle with embracing abundant life, embracing feeling worthy of God's best, and struggling. Hi, Brenda. I'm glad you made it. Struggling, girls. Why? Because if you talk to yourself negative and you talk to yourself in such a way that is already demeaning you and putting yourself down, then you don't stand a chance. Because how can you believe in a positive outcome? How can you embrace love and you're telling yourself you're not lovable? How can you embrace wealth and all you hear is you're never going to amount to anything? Are some of y'all hearing me tonight? Your self-talk has to change. Your self-talk has got to become so confident. It's going to be borderline arrogant, girls. Borderline arrogant. You got to start talking to yourself like Muhammad Ali. I'm the greatest that ever lived. I flow like what? Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right? Girls, you got to get so just bold and courageous with how you talk to yourself that if somebody were to hear how you talk to yourself, they would be looking at you like, she's crazy. Oh, like, what? Is she like off her meds or something? Right? I'm telling you, you have got to become so tenacious with how you talk to yourself that literally you're saying to yourself constantly, you got this, girl. There's nothing but up from here. You are so amazingly blessed. You are so gifted. You got this. You're beautiful. You're moving forward. That next zero is coming onto this paycheck. Girl, you are so awesome. Nothing can stop you. No, you know what? This is just a setback. I'm on my way. You know, I'm the baddest. I'm the best. best that ever lived. Nobody can do it like me. Nobody can be Rebecca Lynn Pope. Nobody can be Deidre Johnson. Nobody can be Natasha. I am the baddest that ever lived. I'm the best at what I do. Nobody can trump me when it comes to what I do. Right? No one is as good as me at being Rebecca Lynn Pope. I am the business. I'm a blessing. Everything I touch is a blessing. Every person I touch is a blessing. Every business I start is lucrative and prosperous. Everything I do is the bomb. I am the business. These are things I say to myself all the time. Why is it so easy for me to flow these things off my lips? Because to myself, I tell myself, I am the business. Girl, you the business. You are so bomb. God done broke the mold, girl, when he made you. You are so awesome. And so what happens is we think we're supposed to be so humble that we sit around and we question ourselves constantly. And we say, well, is that God's will? Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to pray for that? How am I supposed to feel? Baby doll, you better believe in yourself like nobody else, because at the end of the day, you have to be your number one fan. You have got to be able to rise up and say, I'm coming up out of this. I am the business. I'm a millionaire. I'm an overcomer. I am victorious. I say it all the time. Girl, I'm more than a girl boss. I'm a tycoon. I'm a mogul. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I tell myself all the time, girl, you a beast. I say it to myself all the time. People just don't know. I'm a beast. I am the business, right? I am awesome. I'm unstoppable. I may take a licking, honey, but I keep on ticking. Can't nothing stop me. You need to start training your self-talk to literally be like Muhammad Ali. You need, inside of your voice, inside of your head, you need to be telling yourself, girl, look, he crazy for not loving this, honey, because if he just don't know, this is the best thing he'll ever have. He's never going to have another woman like this. I dare you to think you're going to upgrade after this. I dare you to think you're going to get a better woman than this. What? Oh no, just because I walked in the building, you're blessed. Just because I'm up here at this job, you blessed. Just because I'm up in this group, this is blessed. Just because I'm at this church, it's blessed. Just because I'm literally in this car on the highway, I'm protecting people from having accidents right now because I'm on the highway and God ain't gonna let this happen to me. So I'm protecting people even around me as I'm driving down the highway because that's how blessed I am. And if you will begin to believe who you are and where you come from is from God. It does not matter about your past. It doesn't matter what you've done. I don't care how many men you've slept with. I don't care how many times you've degraded yourself. I don't care how many drugs you've taken. I don't care how many situations you've been in with nothing and no one. I do not care where you come from. You are blessed. You are amazing because you come from God. And in the first half of your life, you just didn't know it, honey. You just didn't know who you are. You just didn't know where you come from. You just didn't know. It's like you have spent spiritual amnesia to where you've been up to this point not recognizing who you are and what you deserve and what God has for you. And your whole first half of your life was just spiritual amnesia. You're just walking around on earth trying to figure it out. But honey, now you know. I'm giving you permission tonight to say, I am the business. I am awesome. I am the best Rebecca Lynn Pope that's ever lived and that will ever live again. I am the most awesome and incredible, powerful, anointed person to bring about change in any area of my life, in anyone else's life that God sees fit. I was put on this earth to do some things and I'm going to do it come hell or high water. God's will for me is abundant life. Abundant life. That is his will for me. I do not care what you've been through. I do not care where you come from. I don't care what your pedigree is or your family or your titles or anything like that. You've got to recognize that it's time to draw a line in the sand and step over into who God created you to be. It's not going to happen passively. It's not going to happen without you taking authority over your life to speak those things that are not as though they are. I wake up every day and I say, I'm a millionaire. I change people's lives. I'm a millionaire. I'm a boss. I'm a mogul. I'm a life-changing, life-giving, healing, anointed vessel of God. You need to wake up speaking it. Who are you? What are you about? What are you about? Where are you going? Who do you want to be, baby? It doesn't even matter sometimes how you feel. You got to change how you feel by speaking a new word over your life. If you don't feel anointed and you don't feel blessed, say it anyway. Say, I'm blessed, even when I don't feel blessed. I'm grateful, even when I don't feel grateful. I'm beautiful, even when you don't feel beautiful. Honey, I promise you, if you will start speaking over your life, you are going to line up. Things are going to line up in your life if you will just begin to discipline yourself to say, I'm blessed. I will accept nothing less than blessed. Sometimes I feel like giving up. Kalina says I owe over $10,000 in taxes. I'm a single mother. I honestly am scared and feel like I'm being punished. Kalina, $10,000 ain't nothing to God, sweetheart. $10,000 is nothing. You've got to begin to change your thinking and have an abundant mindset. $10,000 is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket to God. It's nothing. Literally, God can wipe it out in the blink of an eye for you. There's a come up. There's a next level that God says he'll give it to you. Dig in. Focus. Take your eye off the problem. Take your mouth off the problem. Take your thoughts off the problem and focus on the promise. Take your eyes and focus off the storm and the waves and put them on God and begin to speak those things that are not as though they are. I'm debt free. I'm prosperous. This is paid. Amen. I'm free. I'm debt free. I'm prosperous. Amen. That's all you should be telling yourself. And it doesn't matter how it looks. Don't even pay attention to how it looks. Don't even pay attention. God will have somebody put $10,000 in your hand just to pay it, honey. God will make a way. He's the how. Stop trying to be the how. You don't have to figure it out. You just have to believe. That's it. Believe. I wake up believing. I wake up speaking it. The moment I start to feel down, girls, and it feels like things aren't going how I thought it would go, and the moment I begin to doubt, and the moment I begin to get down, I just start shaking it off, and I just start saying, no, God's got this. I'm coming up. This is not what's happening. This is working out for my good. Even though this don't look like it right now, I'm not going to pay attention to that. I'm going to focus on the promises that God has on my life. This is just a moment. That's not reality. I am moving on. I'm moving up. That's not my truth. I choose God's promises over my life. I choose to speak those things that are not as though they are. Speak it. Activate your faith. Activate your faith. If you're fat and you want to be skinny, you start saying, I'm skinny. Start saying, I'm skinny, I'm skinny, I'm skinny, I'm skinny. I don't care what nobody says. I'm skinny. There's a skinny person underneath this fat, honey. And this fat's going to come on off of here because I'm skinny underneath this fat. I'm healthy underneath this fat. There's a body that God's trying to reveal underneath this fat. And then you get to work. That's what you do. You get to work. Cultivating what God has got buried underneath some layers and levels of things that life has piled on top of you. You get busy unburying who you truly are. Get busy, right? Get to work. Get to work. There's a skinny you inside of there. You don't have to accept being fat. I refuse to accept being fat. I put on some weight, girls, and I said, I refuse to accept this. I refuse to get comfortable with this. I refuse to just say, this is what I am now and I'm still sexy. No, I don't feel sexy like that. I refuse to accept that. That is not God's will for my life. I'm not judging anybody. But for me, I'm saying, it's not God's will for me to be 30 and 40 pounds overweight. That's right. Tanya says, I lost 40 pounds saying it and believing it. Amen, honey. And I'm right there with you. Right there with you, Tanya. I'm like, I'm not accepting this. I'll never accept this. This is not the will of the Father, right? This is not the will of the Father. This is not God's best for my life. So I got to get busy on that journey of discovering what it is that God's will is for me to drop this weight. Everybody's body is different in chemistry. It's a journey. God uses it for your good. He uses it to build character. Whatever your experiences in your journey are, he's going to use it for your good. He's going to use it to build discipline, use it to build the character that he needs you to have to be ready for your next level of life. Do not accept anything less than God's best for your life in health, wealth, love, peace, or purpose. Do not accept anything less than God's best for your abundant life. I hope someone is hearing me. Okay, that was 2. Y'all got me super excited tonight. I didn't expect to come on here and preach. I was just thinking we gonna have a little fun and talk, and y'all got me just going all the way in tonight. All the way in, because God is good. God is awesome. You've just got to align with what God is saying for your life. You have got to come into agreement for abundant life for you. The way you do that, changing your thoughts and your words, your self-talk has become, God, I want y'all to just make a side note. Talk like Muhammad Ali. Talk like Muhammad Ali. You need to be talking to yourself like you the baddest that ever lived, baby. You need to be talking to yourself. I don't care if right now your life does not match up to what you're saying. It does not matter. You start saying it, honey, and you're going to start to see it. You're welcome, Brenda. You're going to start to see it. You're going to start to see it. That's right, Tanya. On fire after MegaFest. Look, sweetheart, you want to know how I ended up on a MegaFest stage in front of thousands of people and selling out my books and doing everything that I do? I believe in myself. I believe that the God inside of me is greater than anything that I will ever face on this earth. I believe that I will leave this earth leaving nothing left, that I will give it my absolute all, that every drop, every gift, every talent, every anointing on my life, that I am literally I'm going to give it and give it and give it, and I'm going to pass off this earth empty. Done. When I will have zero regrets when I pass off this earth. Zero regrets. And that's how I live my life. I have a sense of urgency that what God put me on this earth to do, I need every single second. I need every single day. I need every moment of my life to be put to good use. Because I've got to be efficient with the time he's given me, because God is going to do such great things through me that I have got to stay busy for them to manifest. I have no time to feel sorry for myself, no time to be down on myself. I have got to be executing in excellence. I've got to execute with urgency. I have got to execute everything that he puts in my heart and in my spirit to do, because that is who I am and who he's called me to be. The first half of my life was a mess. The first half of my life was not intentional. The first half of my life was miserable. The first half of my life was not abundant. And I simply made a choice to say the second half of my life is about to be the bomb. The second half of my life is about to be awesome, crazy, and blow people's minds. The second half of my life is about to be absolutely awesome. And you have got to make up your mind, because at the end of the day, that's all it is. Make up your mind to believe in yourself. Make up your mind to say, I'm wealthy. Make up your mind to start that business. Make up that mind to forgive yourself. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Okay, I got to keep moving. Point 2. That was upgrade your self-talk. Love yourself. Point 3 is, where's my notes? Stop tolerating negative people. Stop tolerating negative toxic people that don't love you, and you keep giving them a pass and thinking they're going to change, let me tell you this. Energy is contagious. Success is contagious. So let's paint the picture for you. I'm over here and I'm like, I'm the baddest that ever lived, and I got this. I'm awesome. I'm incredible. I'm doing things. And then you go associate with people who ain't doing nothing. You hang around people who ain't doing nothing. You deal with people who are not chasing their dreams, don't set goals, don't do anything. They're complacent. They're haters. They're always jealous of somebody, always talking about somebody, always gossiping. I ain't got time to gossip about nobody. I'm too busy. I ain't got time to talk about nobody. I'm too busy manifesting abundant life. I'm too busy getting to my goals. Stop tolerating negative people. The reason I use the word tolerate is because really nice people and good people are so guilty of tolerating. You know they're negative. You know they're toxic. You know they're not good for you. You know, but you think that they're not really affecting you because, you keep going on your path and you're trying to achieve your goals, but you don't really realize exactly, Sandy, that they are energy vampires, that you keep always giving advice to these people. They call you when they're going through something. They're always needing you for something. You gotta always be putting them up off the ground because they done slept with somebody else or went out with somebody else, or their feelings are hurt, or they just feel some type of way, or toxic, negative people. If you want to level up now, you have got to get yourself around a circle of people that literally are leveling up. You got to be with the dreamers, the doers. You got to be with the action takers. You got to be with the risk takers. You got to be around people who are leveling up and doing such big things that by default you have to level up too, or you get left behind. That's what you have to do. You cannot afford to be around people. And listen, the question I always get, what about family? What if it's a parent, right, Natasha? You got right to it after I said it. What if it's family? What if it's someone close to you, someone in your family? It's a cousin, it's a sister, it's your mother, it's a father. You want to hear how beast I am? Right? Y'all ready? I don't play. If you are not leveling up, you are going to be minimized in my life. Pilar, if you're married to somebody, if you ain't married to him, honey, you need to think twice. If you are married to him, you still need to be thinking twice. I'm honest. I'm real. I'm real. So here we go, girls. This is as real as it gets. This is how I am. I'm pretty cutthroat about this. This is something that I really don't tolerate in my life because I understand how crucial it is for me to reach my goals, for me to manifest my next level of life, how crucial it is. I have a blood sister. I just told a client on the phone today. I have a blood sister. Blood sister that I have not talked to in years. In years. Years, Rebecca? Years. Why? Why can't she be in my life? Why can't I talk to her? Why? Well, eventually they catch on and they even stop trying to coming around because you make them so uncomfortable. But beyond that, they also never change. So that's how it keeps year after year goes by, because I do know some people who know her ain't nothing changed. She's still the same person. So guess who gets used by users, manipulative people, toxic people, users, abusers, people who are jacked up, have issues and aren't healed, or have mental health issues, whatever. You can go on and on. You can say, I know some of y'all, I feel your judgment right now. I feel your judgment. You're saying, oh, Rebecca, that's not Christ-like. That's not Christian. That's not God-like. Do you think Jesus had time for a bunch of negative Nancys? Do you think that anyone who's ever accomplished anything great in life keeps trying to drag people with them, keeps trying to pull people along. Come on, get it together. Let's go. No, come on. No, boo. You do not have time. You're lucky just to get it for yourself. You're blessed to run this race for yourself, right? You're blessed. Some people can't go with you, and that includes family. That includes family. I learned a long time ago she was never going to be able to love me the way I love. She was never going to level up and meet me. So I had to accept that she is who she is. Stop trying to be idealistic, looking at her, how it should be, how I want it to be, but she's my big sister. Why can't it be this way? I want her to love me. I want her to look out for me. I'm the little sister. What? Right. No. You showed me a long time ago. She showed me a long time ago. It's always going to be jealousy and envy. It's always going to be hate. Because she refuses to put in the work to be who I am. She has the perfect opportunity, just like all of us, to be whoever she wants to be. The same choices every day to wake up and make it happen or not. And she doesn't. Is that my fault? No. It's not my fault. And I can't change her. I love her. I still love her. But from a distance. She's not allowed to be in my life. Because she will sabotage my blessings. She will sabotage my victories. She will sabotage my abundant life. I'll be so distracted by her that I miss an opportunity. I'll be so distracted by the drama and the nonsense and the crazy conversations. And I'll be so distracted that I'm not on task and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't have time for that. These millions aren't going to make themselves, right? My husband deserves more. My children, they need me. I don't have time for that. So I'm kind of raw with it, girls. And I've learned to be that way over the many years of being a businesswoman and being an achiever. Being someone who gets things done, I've learned to no longer tolerate toxic and negative people. You're either going to come to my side of things and you're going to level up with me, because if you want to level up, honey, we on the same team all day, every day. I love people who are leveling up. I love people willing to do the work. I love anybody that has got some skin in the game and they're ready and they want it. Let's go. I'm ready, boo. I'm with you. I love you. I got you. Where we going? What we doing? Let's go. Right? I'm with you. I'm just saying. I'm like that ride or die girlfriend, right? Like, I'm with you, boo. I'm riding too. Let's go. Let's get it together. Let's go together. Let's make each other better. Let's level up together. Let's help each other. As a matter of fact, what can you do for me? Oh, I can do this for you. Let's barter that. I'll help you and do this for you. You do that for me. And together we're better. Together we're better. That's me. That's how I am. But if you are dragging me down and you're distracting me, there's only so much I'm going to tolerate. Like, I'll give you the opportunity and I'll let you be around and I'm seeing what you're about. But after a certain amount of time, and I'm not very patient. You don't get a lot of chances with me. I'm not patient. I'm going to be like, wait, but you didn't do what you were supposed to do last week and it's already the next week and you still haven't done that? Oh, you ain't serious. Whatever. Bye, Felicia. You ain't serious. You ain't trying to do this. 7 days have gone by and you just swear you didn't have enough time to get that done? No, you don't want it. You're not for real, really trying to do this, because there's 24 hours in a day. If you only work a 9-to-5 job, and you still didn't do the things to sow into your dreams in those other hours, you just don't want it. So you're not going to waste my time or my energy or my precious anointing or my precious blessings that you're getting the benefit of even being around me, because that's who I am. We already back to point number 2, right? Because I'm Muhammad Ali in the Rebecca Lynn Pope version, right? So if I'm all this and all that, and I know I'm leveling up, and I know I level up everybody around me. I know that literally that's the effect I have on people. If you want it, right? So you're just squandering that? You're just gonna act like that's not a big deal and act, I'm good. If you don't want it, boo, you like it, I love it. It is what it is. But you will sure get left behind. And then you'll be seeing me running out ahead. The next book is published. The next stage I'm speaking on. The next trip that I'm over here. I'm doing this. The next business is launched. The next thing is launched. Adding another stream of income. I counted up my streams of income, making my plans and putting together my strategies. And I sat down and I actually said 8 streams of income between my husband and I when I wrote them out. 8 streams of income. Yeah. Did it happen overnight? No. Did it happen by accident? No. Did it happen intentionally? Did I write down the plans of what I would be doing, where I would be going, how I would be doing it? Did I write all that down and intentionally set out to own a store, to write a book, to coach, to create courses, to do events, to do retreats? Did I intentionally set out to create? Right? Did I intentionally? Yes. Intentionally did it. So, no negative people. I know we're running out of time. Oh, we're over time. Girls, I gotta go. 4. Goals. Goals. It led right into number 4, didn't it? Goals. You need goals. I spoke about this at MegaFest in my Dare to Dream session. Only 3% of the population write down their goals. I want to say it again, and I want someone to write this down. Only 3% of the population writes down their goals. Only 3% of the population writes down their goals. Did I need to say it again? Write down your goals. 4, write down your goals. You have got to get so intentional about your goals, and then you're breaking those down. If those of you don't have it, it's this one. The Dare to Dream ebook. That's free on my website, RebeccaLynnPope.com. Right? That's what this is all about. Writing down your goals inside the manual. Right? There's space with all the little lines for you to answer the questions and write it down. Write it down. Make the vision plain. Oh, my camera did that. Make the vision plain. Only 3% of the population writes down their goals. So guess what? 3% of the population manages like more than 90% of the entire wealth in the entire world. Is that a coincidence? Is that a clink-a-dink? No. 3%. 3%. It's crucial that you begin to get intentional. Write it out. There's something that happens when you put pen to paper. This is just one of my journals. I write in my journal every day. I write in my notebook every day. I'm writing out what I'm going to do. I'm writing out what's happening today. I'm writing out what I'm going to do. I'm writing out my strategy. I'll scratch something out and say, no, that didn't work. I got to go back. Let me do something else. I'm just constantly writing out everything that I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, what needs to get done. I'm constantly writing things out. Adjusting my plan, adjusting the process, adjusting the strategy. I'm constantly adjusting. I'm constantly then writing it out again. Try that again. Now it's time. The time is right to do this. The time is right to do that. I'm going to execute this. I'm going to launch this. right? Goals. Write them out. Write it out. Get the Dare to Dream manual and write it out. Write it out. This is free. You have no excuses. Write it out. Okay? What do you want your dream life to look like? In your dreams, if you were to just write out what your dreams are, all of your dreams, what does it look like? What are you doing? What do you look like? Where are you going? Who are you with? What are you driving? What are you doing? I wrote out my dreams almost a year and a half ago now. 2 of the things I wrote in there were not done. I wasn't even doing any of it. 2 of the things I wasn't doing at all when I wrote it. When I wrote it down, I wasn't even doing it and didn't even have an idea. 2 of those things were author and retreater. I wrote it down. Author and retreater. I want to do luxury retreats, international retreats. I want to be an author. Year and a half ago, that didn't exist. Fast forward to July 2017. I've written an ebook. I've written the Love and Dating Guide to Love and Dating for Godly Girls. And we've had 2 retreats, and we're going to Costa Rica in January. The power of writing down your goals. The power of writing it down. God is the how. You just have to write the vision, and you have to believe. You have to believe. Okay, 5. Action. Action. If you want to level up now, it is going to require you to take action, like going and downloading the Dare to Dream manual that's free right now. It's going to require you to take some action, right? Like putting your deposit on the Costa Rica retreat and saying, I'm going to begin to live. I'm going to begin to invest in living. I'm going to begin to invest in myself, in my self-care, in my joy. I'm going to begin to take action. I'm going to begin to work on myself. I'm going to begin to heal. I'm going to begin to do whatever is required of me to get some things done. You've got to take action. So I have opened up the Divine Dreamer Circle, the Divine Circle, because for those of you who are serious about really leveling up and really going to the next level in life, it is time for you to be around people that are going to hold you accountable. It's time for you to level up, which means you're going to need accountability partners. That means you're going to need reinforcements. You're going to need daily encouragement. You're going to need motivation. You're going to need a lot of things. You're going to need focus. The way to control your thoughts, from number 1 in your words, meditation. Kiana's on here right now. She is our meditation expert from the Divine Circle. She is going live inside the Divine Circle in the morning at 7 a.m. to do guided meditation, to hold us accountable to controlling our thoughts and our feelings, to cultivating peace in our spirit so that we can focus and execute our dreams. Somebody type in divinecirclemembers.com, divinecirclemembers.com. Kiana's here. She is our meditation expert for the Divine Circle. If you need accountability, many of you feel like you can't afford personal coaching. Many of you feel like, I can't afford a master coach. I can't afford Rebecca. I can't afford her. Well, you may not be able to afford working with me personally, right? I have clients all over the world. They'll pay $5,000 to work with me personally. That's the truth. They pay $5,000 to work with me personally to work through their stuff. Yeah, that's who this chick is, girls. Yeah. I don't talk about that kind of stuff very often, but that's who I am. Because what I do and how I do it and how I help people is life-changing. And to get that amount of time with me and that amount of focus to focus on how to help you level up, that's what it takes sometimes. Kanika says, I need accountability. Accountability is crucial, Kanika. Go to divinecirclemembers.com. The circle is now open for new members for a short amount of time. For a very small subscription, you get access to me in personal master coaching. You're going to get access to my whole new team of experts as well. I'm bringing in experts for meditation. I'm bringing in experts on health and wealth, right? Thank you, Sandy. And it's when I knew I deserved it, Sandy, that my life began to change. When you know you're worth it and you begin to understand your worth and what you deserve, your life is going to change, girls. But you need help. It does not happen in isolation. I say this all the time. Your leveling up does not happen in isolation. That's why I said removing toxic and negative people. You've got to surround yourself with other people who are chasing their dreams and taking action and cultivating peace and controlling their mindset, believing in themselves. It's contagious. Just like negativity is contagious, positivity is contagious. It is contagious. And it's absolutely awesome. There's a synergy within Divine Dreamers that's so powerful, because when you're around other women and they're sharing their victories and they're sharing when they're having a bad day, because you know what? What I came to understand is that a lot of people do not have anyone around them in their everyday life that is supportive. They don't have anybody to believe in them and support them and give them a kind word and a kind word of encouragement. So there's women in Divine Dreamer Circle and Divine Circle that literally, that's their safe place. That's where they run to when they're struggling and having a bad day. That's where they run to share a victory, because they don't even have people around them that if they even share their victories, that would even celebrate with them. People around them can't even be happy for them, because they don't have anybody like that. So I created the Divine Circle after I wrote this. After I wrote the Dare to Dream manual, I created the Divine Circle specifically because I realized there needed to be something to be able to help women on a daily basis on this journey to abundant life. We need accountability. We need help. We need encouragement. We need support. We need tips and resources. We need to understand what to do and how to do it. We need instructions. You get the manual at RebeccaLynnPope.com, Georgia, RebeccaLynnPope.com. It's sad, but it's true. That's right, Kanika. There's no way that the clients I've had, the people I've worked with over the years, they've gone on and they're doing such amazing things. I'm doing amazing things, but it doesn't happen in isolation. I have a strong, close-knit team of people around me that keep me built up, that keep me supported, that believe in me, that I can share my wins. I can share my bad days. I can share, and they're believing in me. They're speaking life into me. They're supporting me. If you need that and you need accountability, Divine Circle is for you. So make sure you go and check it out. Minimal fee based on what it would cost to have access to me and all these experts that I've brought into the circle. For you to have access to myself and all of these people would cost you thousands of dollars. Thousands. For $97, you get coaching. Rolanda said Divine Dreamer Circle just signed up. Awesome, Rolanda. Mwah. Awesome. I'll see you inside the circle, honey. But it takes doing something different, girls. And a lot of the time, that is about investing in yourself. You've got to have accountability. You've got to start rubbing elbows with some people who are doing some things. You want to go to DivineCircleMembers.com. DivineCircleMembers.com. And all the information is there. There's a lot of background. There's testimonials on there from current members. There's a lot of stuff you can read up on over there as well. And you'll get more information about what it is and how it works. So go to DivineCircleMembers.com. Okay, listen, girls, it's time to wrap this up. We've gone super late tonight. I hope you enjoyed this. I absolutely love you. I believe in you. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself. And if you are needing to level up, which all of us are, we all need to level up. Join the DivineCircleMembers.com. Divine Circle. It's absolutely awesome. And you're getting in when it's still more affordable because it's new. Okay. It's new. And I'm doing some awesome things to make it absolutely incredible and so effective to help you get to the next level. I'm very passionate about helping people get to the next level. Mwah. I love you girls so much. Go sign up and I'll see you inside the circle. Kiana's there in the morning. Hi, Liz. You need to level up, honey. Go to DivineCircleMembers.com and join us inside the circle. Kiana's in there in the morning doing guided meditation. And we'll be there in the morning. So you need accountability for your spiritual tools and every part of your abundant life. You need accountability and encouragement to keep going. I love you guys. Mwah. I'll talk to you soon.